No question about it, Ric Flair has just defeated 7 times world heavyweight champion Harley Race. And there you see it, and I'm not even sure that Flair is even aware. Yes, he is.
Now the Crockett family had spent $40,000 on this. Look at it, because this probably costs more than the house you live in. If you jump on Arn, you're jumping on Tully. If you jump on Tully, you're jumping on Arn. And if you jump on Tully and Arn, then you're jumping on me. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, who is the man? Ric Flair and Steamboat, you're gonna be mine. Woo! If you're a man, you don't cry about it. You take life, the ups and downs. If you're a real man, you never go down, you just stay up. That's why I'm the world champion. That's why this sports coat costs $800 and that costs $200. And I don't know what that costs, I'd be ashamed to wear it. That's why I'm wearing lizard shoes and a Rolex watch, and I got a limousine sitting out there a mile long with 25 women just dying for me to go, woo!
Now, it's time, live and in living color, the greatest world heavyweight champion in the history of this great sport. And it's my pleasure to introduce, you got it, the real world champion, Ric Flair.
Congratulations, Ric Flair, on becoming the undisputed champion of the World Wrestling Federation.
Let me just say, after Vera distorting the belt, they're proclaiming the real world champion. I'm going to tell you all, with a tear in my eye, this is the greatest moment in my life. That when Shane and Stephanie sold their stock to that consortium, the consortium, woo!
Wait a minute. What is he saying? Wait a second. The consortium? You don't mean...
Woo! The consortium wants me, and now you and I are limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. You know why? Because we're partners.
What? You gotta be kidding! The Nature Boy Ric Flair! Good God! The Nature Boy's here!
And welcome to Inside the Squared Circle here on Chicagoland Sports Radio. And right now on the phone we have the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion and, by God, the greatest wrestler of all time, Ric Flair. Rick, how you doing?
God, you guys are way too good to me. Thank you. I'm doing great.
Hey, Rick, trust me, we could have went for hours on your career. I mean, you've done so much in this sport, and I guess before we get started, I'd like to thank you for all the years and the hours of entertainment you've provided to me and to the fans.
Well, thank you for all the respect, and I just want you to know I've just tried hard.
Hey,
but I've had fun doing it. I'm not complaining.
well, and that's the one thing I can honestly say. Always going to the matches whenever Ric Flair came through Chicago. You knew that you were going to get 100% in the ring. Ric Flair was not going to take the night off. He was going to give the fans everything that they paid for and then some.
Well, my whole life I just believed in, it wasn't something I was conscious of. I just have always worked my hardest, whether there was 200 people there or 20,000 or like North Korea, 200,000. So, it's something that just came natural to me. And I love performing, and I loved, I love Chicago.
Yeah.
I've had some magical moments in Chicago.
You have. I don't know if you're talking about the nights at the Snuggery on Rush Street or if you're talking about your in-ring performance.
I'm talking about the night on Snuggery. or Gibson's. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man. Good stuff here. Hey, Rick.
No one can spend $4,000 on food at Gibson's except me.
Oh, my God. Rick, all I know is growing up, I wanted to go Nation with the Nates. That's all I wanted to do my whole life.
I know. The Nature's too much. The Nature's trying to grow up, but it's very difficult.
Hey, Rick, I guess let's just get right into your career here. I wanted to ask you about world-class championship wrestling with the Von Erichs because Growing up, that seemed like, to me, one of the hottest territories, if not the hottest territory anywhere. What are your thoughts on the World Class Championship Wrestling era with the Von Erichs?
Well, you're correct in saying that was probably the hottest territory in the country at that time. But the sad thing is that Fritz, the father, was in denial of the issues with the kids.
Right.
And, I mean, I loved all the kids, and I was close to all of them, but, you know, when something like that is going on at an epidemic rate almost with the family, it just needs to be dealt with. And he was in denial.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just sad because I'm sure it could have been, you know, I mean, it's a tragic story. It was a wonderful time in my life, of wonderful kids to wrestle with, a wonderful place to work, a wonderful place to work in Texas, but they just had a lot of problems, and nobody wanted to deal with them. And that's when you're making a lot of money, sometimes you overlook the problems that need to be dealt with. And they were making a lot of money.
Hey, now, was the rumor is David Von Erich was being groomed to be the next NWA World Champion.
True story.
It is a true story. Okay.
Yeah.
And
he, you know what? He would have been good. David was a great performer.
Well,
but unfortunately, whatever happened in Japan, you know, I'm not privileged to know everything, but it was, you know, something related to the rest of the family. It was one of those issues that never got resolved.
Man, it's unfortunate because, like you said, it's a tragedy, and you know, Fritz was in denial. But let's get you to the National Wrestling Alliance now. Again, that territory, the Mid-Atlantic,